All right. Here we go. What is going on, everyone? Happy Mental Health Monday. How we all doing today? What's going on? I hope y'all are having a great day so far. I hope y'all just chilling. Happy Monday, y'all. Oh, fun story. Hello, Kelly. How are you today? Happy Monday, friend. And Wary, yo, Screen Time and Knicks fan. Yeah, that's true. The heck, new name? Who dis? Yeah, so y'all may realize there's a couple of changes. Happy Monday. Oh no, it's my old link. And my chat isn't working. No. Well, so that just kind of ruined it. But look, I changed my name, y'all. And yeah, we changed the name, did some things. My chat isn't working. You know, business as usual. Nothing new. And I don't know what to do now. Anytime there's a revamp, tech issues, yeah. So as long as y'all can hear me and see me, I guess I'll take it. How am I coming in, by the way? Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Kelly. Thank you so much. Mike is dank. Oh no. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Little better. Okay. What about now? We are coming in live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Lone Star State. Hello. I am JJO, the part-time gamer. We are doing the intro again because, frankly, it is always nice to do a little sound check. Thank you again to Lemon Zest, a.k.a. Kelly, a.k.a. The GOAT. Thank you to Only Right Gaming, a.k.a. Smirnoff, a.k.a. Blame It on the Alcohol. Thank you to Howling Haku, a.k.a. Foxy Ninja, a.k.a. Ahooga! Cade Stolen Stash, gang, baby! Raiden VD, a.k.a. my favorite Columbia north of the border, baby. What's going on? I see y'all. I see you. Happy Mental Health Monday. It's a chance for us to hold space, see how we're doing, see how we're vibing. And I hope over the weekend. Okay, when you get loud, it gets buzzy again. Okay, so I shouldn't be yelling. That's what it's telling me. Like, yo, you're doing too much. Excuse me, sir. You're doing too much. I keep pushing the mic away. I keep pushing the mic away, y'all. And I'm trying to figure out how to do the chat. I'm trying to figure out how to do the chat, make chat work. Because chat should be working. Chat should be working. And let's do this. Let's do this, and let's just see if like this actually works. I'm just curious. Maybe above facing down. Yeah, like what, like something like this? Something like this? How's it coming in? Am I coming in okay? Yeah, like, oh, like, you know, oh yeah, if I had that set up. Like the arm won't let me. The arm won't let me do it though, because like I'm not cool enough, unfortunately. It's okay. It's okay. You know, I will figure this out eventually. And until I do, I just want to say I appreciate y'all for being here with me. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I like the sweater today, looking sharp. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Yeah, thank you. You know, there's no special reason. I was just like, yo, we didn't get a chance to do Bowtie Thursday yesterday. We didn't get a chance to do Bowtie Thursday yesterday because there was a lot of onboarding paperwork that I had to take care of, and tomorrow I start the new job. I'm super excited. I cannot wait. And I am so happy, y'all. I'm so happy. Woo, congrats. Yeah, thank you. Looking sharp. Hope it goes well. Yeah, thank you. It's just gonna be, the thing that sucks is like it's more onboarding stuff. Here, I'm gonna try typing test. Oh yeah, here, let's do this. Let's try that, testing. I'm just trying to see if chat is actually pulling up, which it is not. And so you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go big brain here, y'all. We're gonna go big brain here, y'all. Test. Test. Yeah, we good now? Oh, hello. Okay, we figured that out, thankfully. Yeah. What a weekend. Good weekend. Very good weekend. Thank you all for your patience. I started stream a little bit late. I was really excited to show off the new things. The chat box isn't working, unfortunately, so that means that we can't. I want to be able to show chat, right? And so we will not be using it for now. However, yeah. So chat should be pulling up now. I don't know why it's working, why it wasn't working before, and I mean, I'll I'll take it. I guess it is what it is. But you know what? Like, it's all good. How was y'all's weekend? Did anyone do anything fun? Mine was okay. Mine was good. It was busy. There was a lot going on. Like, in a good way. Not in a bad way. Just a lot going on. Weekend was alright. Okay. Haku, how you feeling, my friend? Right? I see you. How you feeling? Yeah. Yo, Kelly got a new tattoo. Kelly got a new tattoo. Hey. Yeah. Do. Otherwise, just recovering from illness and healing tattoo. Yeah, fair. Yo, honestly, I do want to get a second tattoo, a second like half sleeve. Because I had the dragon here, but oh yeah, I don't know if you posted in the Discord, Kelly. I would love, be happy to see it, y'all, because I'm really bad at keeping track of like Snap and all that stuff and all that Gucci-ness. Yes. But anyway, so Haku, only right. To everyone who is just coming in, thank you all so much again for being here, friends. Long time no see. For those of you returning, welcome back. All right. And for everyone else, thanks for staying clocked in. I'm Jay, the Part-Time Gamer Comrades. Thank you so much for holding space here with me, y'all. It is September 6th. And today is special-ish. And I tweeted about this, funnily enough, because I realized it a couple of days ago. But for those of you who may remember, I lost my voice like end of May, right around that time, and I realized that tomorrow is the first day of the new job, which I'm super stoked about. But also, tomorrow is the 100th day since I quit all smoking product. And it's been a grind, y'all. It has been a grind. And it's funny how like and I guess that's kind of the unofficial conversation for today. Talking about milestones. Yeah, no vape, no cigarettes, no nicotine, 100 days clean. It's been tough. It's been tough, but it's been good. Oh, thank you. Yo, oh.
Rix has gifted 10 subs to viewers.
Rix, thank you so much. But Rix, no, thank you so much. No. Rix, I'm asking people to please not sub. Oh. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, comrade, for the love. I appreciate you. Yo, mad love to Rixie. Mad love. Rixie is the homie. Yeah. Like, and so the reason why I'm asking people to not subscribe to me or ask for good subs is because I turned 900. Aw. Oh, okay, so you just flex. Oh, big money, big paper, baby. Yo, you know what? If you want to throw money at me, yo, hold up. Yo, congratulations. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Don't mind me. I'm like, wait a minute, that didn't work? Yo, you got that paper, baby. Yo, congrats. Yo, Rix, you killing the game right now, fam. I'll see you, yo. Good stuff, my man. And yo, I am asking people to please not subscribe to me on Twitch, because y'all may be aware of the hate raids that have been going on. And It's not my OnlyFans, I promise. It's my fan house. So there's no nude pictures yet. But with fan house, so for those Ricks, you know, and for anyone else who may not be aware, when it comes to subscriptions are cool, right? Because subscriptions, so for the hate rating, let me start from there. So since the beginning of August, there have been streamers of color, particularly women of color, especially black women, trans women, and women who identify as part of the LGBTQIA plus community, who have been targets of follow botting and hate raids. So it's where these users, they'll create, they create hundreds of accounts, and then they start streams with these accounts, right? And then they technically raid a streamer, right? And then they blow up their chat with like terrible messages and name calling, and the attacks have only gotten worse. The streamer who's been kind of the main face of it, Wreck-It Raven, they've been doxxed actually, like them and other streamers, like their accounts. Oh my god! Oh my.
Okay, damn jackets. I see you.
I'm gonna consider that a solemn oh my god. Sam! Happy Monday, friend. So good to see you. Happy Monday. I hope you had a good weekend. Yo, much love. Once again, big 2-9, baby. Yo, glad to see you made it. Yo, and like, yo, and so with like these hate raids, right? So with these hate raids, we've been asking Twitch. People have been asking Twitch since the beginning of August. Like, hey, can we please do something about this? Because these women, these people of color who have been targeted, these are people these aren't like just nobodies, right? These are people who have made Twitch partner. These are people who have been the face of diversity and inclusivity campaigns. And these are people getting hate rated. Right? These are content creators of color being clearly targeted. Not only them, but also their allies. But that's to a minor note. And part of that is they will have follow bots. So there's so if you see anyone that says Haas00312, and then like in this case, one of the Haas bot accounts just followed me, I had to ban them before I even started the stream up. So that's why I was late actually by a couple of minutes. I was like trying to figure that out. I was trying to, because it's so easy to build a bot account. Because when you create your account on Twitch, you don't even need to verify your fucking email. Right? Like, you don't need to verify your email for the account. And two, there's no limit to how many accounts you can create off of one email. So as it stands right now, there's nothing stopping me from just creating like 30 user accounts off my jrtheptgamer@gmail.com. Right? I could build 30 bot accounts, right? And like follow myself, I guess, technically, whatever the fuck. Right? I could do that. And I think the biggest thing though, right, is the fact that that's not cool, right? Like, it doesn't make sense. It's more trouble than it's worth, right? For me to do it that way. But if I wanted to like spam someone, then that's one way I could do it, right? And Twitch has been dragging their feet about this. All right, we'll see you in a moment. Haku, appreciate you, homie. Appreciate you. All right, and and that's what it is, friends. That's what it is, comrades. That's what we are doing. So, and it's funny because now Twitch has announced, because it's September. So, I've asked that people please do not sub to me. People do not donate, do not cheer, no bits, nothing, right? All of the sound alerts are free. Well, except even the Pornhub one should be free now. Actually, it should be 0 bits. And then I'm working on adding new sounds through Blurp. So stay tuned for that. And we're just gonna be moving forward, friends. We're gonna be moving forward. So that's the long about way to Rick's, right? Now, if any of you are interested in supporting me still, which again is greatly appreciated, but in no way required, right? You won't be able to access the emotes by not subbing to me, but in the Discord, you will still have access. Everyone will still have access to all the emotes, because they're uploaded to the actual server. And frankly, that's where that's where you can stay the most up to date with everything. My fan house is live. Fan house is basically OnlyFans without the stigma, nor does it allow any sexual content, right? So the cool thing with fan house is I've been trying to think of a way to like incentivize people to sub to me, because here's the thing, y'all. A Twitch sub will cost you $5, right, for 1 month. A tier 1. Yeah. Okay, from a software engineer standpoint, that is an easy thing to do. Bot farms are really sophisticated. Detecting is not easy. Bot farms don't use a single email. They use throwaway temp emails, and it's automated. You can automate the email verification too. It's sad that it happens, but on Twitch's defense, it's not an easy thing to counter, especially when you look for growth. That's a fair point. That is a very fair point, Rix, and I'm so glad you brought that up, right? And so my question is, why aren't we introducing things like two-factor verification, right? In order to be a Twitch affiliate, you need to have two-factor authorization, two-factor verification, right? In order to log into your account, right? And so, you know, that's a really good point, right? Because that is true, right? And that's not to say like, look, it's an easy peasy fix. That's a really great point. I appreciate you mentioning that, Rixie. And I would like to say, in response to that, I do agree with the difference in that while we do have this issue, this has been something which has been ongoing, though, right? Like follow botting, hate raids, like it's been something that's been ongoing long before I even started streaming, right? But it's something that's come into the limelight now because the people being targeted are not just like random small streamers of color, but we're talking about people who are partners. We're talking about people who have official sponsorships. We're talking about people who are actually who host large charity streams. Wreck-It Raven, they have over I think like 4,000 followers. They just applied for partner because they average their stream viewership. They average anywhere from 88 to 140 on a daily basis, right? Those are partner numbers. Those are minimum partner numbers, but those are partner numbers. And if you are streaming, if your average audience on Twitch is over 100, guess what? You're in the top 1%. Just by that alone. You are no longer like a small streamer. Sorry, I'm like knocking my mic over. And you know, like I think like that's something interesting to think about. But yeah, that's why. But with Fan House, a Twitch subscription is $5, right? As the streamer, right, when you subscribe to me, right, I make $2.50 per sub. So even with the subs that Rixie gifted to me, right, 250 times 10, so that's $25. Awesome, thank you, right? Now, Fan House, you cannot gift subs, but with Fan House, to subscribe to me there for 1 month, the only costs you $3, right? Now, the cool thing about Fan House is I can change that however I want to, right? But I'm keeping it at $3 because here's the thing. Fan House only takes 10%. of all revenue that I create on their platform. All revenue I generate on their platform. So with that being said, right? If one person subscribes to me on FanHouse, you pay $3, so it's $2 less to you, right? The person paying. For me, I actually make 20 cents more per sub. And that's with giving a $2 discount to you, the viewer, right? So, and again, and I feel comfortable doing all this, and I'm happy. I make 20 cents more, yeah. And like, look, and here's the thing, right? At the end of the day, it's not much. It's something I didn't have before, right? But the reason why I'm always making a big deal of this is because, frankly, as one individual, I don't mean jack shit to Twitch, right? Like, and with the gifted subs, you know, and like, this isn't even to brag, like, I do pretty well gifted subs wise, right? And that's because of everyone's generosity and everyone's love, and like the fact that we have such an amazing community, right? All those things I feel attribute to that. And it's because y'all are not only investing your time, but you know, you are welcoming people, and you know, we get it hype, and it's so much love. But I want to direct that. I'd like to direct that energy towards another thing, right? And so if you are interested in supporting me, please donate to my fan house. Subscribe to my fan house. I will be coming up with some exclusive content. Plan is by the end of the month that will be available to only people who subscribe to me on fan house. I will not be like I will still continue to stream on Twitch because I'm a Twitch affiliate. Whenever I stream on Twitch, I have to give them 24 hours of exclusive access to my content. And so with anything I create on Fan House will not be the case. I want to talk about some things that are coming up, y'all. On that note, I want to talk about some things that are coming up. My birthday is the September 24th this month. Hey, yo, Bucket. Happy Mental Health Monday, friend. How are you? I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. I hope you had a good weekend. Oh, hey. Spacey! Yo, we got the dynamic duo up in here. Okay. Yo, Spicy, Bucket, I see ya. I made a bot with a two-factor to buy a GPU from Amazon. Emails and phones are spoofed. I don't want to minimize the hate, but the technical solution is not easy. As for Twitch, definitely a lot, but infrastructure to run the site is really expensive. Paying engineers like me to maintain site system and develop new products stacks up. That's very true, and I appreciate that, Rixie. But here's and one thing I do want to say to that is Twitch is owned by Amazon, right? We all know this. Twitch is owned by Amazon. That's why when you have an Amazon Prime account, that's why they don't care. That's why they can give you a free gifted subscription for 30 days, right? With your Amazon Prime account. Now, here's the thing. Twitch, in of itself, as a company, doesn't make money. The reason for that is because the way Jeff Bezos and his accountant, the way they shift the books, Twitch. So Amazon, what they do is that Amazon dumps their losses into Twitch. Because here's the thing, right? Like, if you're already operating in the red, right? Because of the way, as a corporation, the way the tax system works for a corporation which legally counts as a living entity, right? There are different taxes and different ways you can avoid paying an additional percentage of income tax, right? By claiming losses, by filing profits not as income profit, but rather as profits through capital gain, which means a lower tax income, which means a lower tax percentage on that money, right? And so here's the thing, right? And so with a big company like Amazon, and it's not just Amazon that fucking does this. It's not just Amazon that does this. We're talking about other company, like every big company does this, right? Warren Buffett fucking does it, right? Because the system allows him to do that, right? And that's Warren Buffett as the individual, right? Warren Buffett as the individual investor, and I'm sure there's some differences there, and I'm not gonna get into that because those nuances I am not intelligent enough to understand, nor am I well informed, nor educated enough to understand, and that's not the point of this, right? The whole point, though, I'm trying to make is that when you are rich, right? When there are people who continue, when you're making a lot of money, right? And you're hiring people, right? To find ways, capital gains that only apply to people, not the actual company. But yeah, that have tax advantages for the corporation. It's all in the bookkeeping. And so here's the thing. That is very true. That is very true for the applied people, right? However, if we're talking about, again, a corporation as a living entity, right? Because corporations, the whole point of the corporation is that it operates on a wider, it operates with a board, right? A corporation can either be private or it can be publicly traded, in which case obviously Amazon is, right? And because of that, there's a fiduciary responsibility of the company to its shareholders, in which case it is about generating profit, right? And so how you are able to shift that, how you're able to shift those funds, right? That's one way. And I'm not saying that that's just one way Amazon does it. And I want to, you know, Rick's, I don't want to say anything that's going to be incorrect because I'm not very well versed in this myself. And so I acknowledge your point and I agree with that. Absolutely. Because there are differences to that. Absolutely. Absolutely, my friend. And thank you for bringing that up. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing all right now, just relaxing. All right, Sam, I'm glad. All right, and I'm glad your head's feeling a little bit better, Sam. And Kelly, I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better too today. And I hope, Spicy, I hope you're feeling a little bit better. Bucket, I hope you're doing well. Thank you all. I'm so glad to see y'all. Happy Monday. All right. The only point I'm trying to make is this. Amazon paid $0 in federal taxes last year. Yeah, so, but that's what's going on with the hit rates. And so, like, the whole thing is, like, just asking, I ask people to not subscribe to me, just out of, like, just for out of solidarity with the other content creators who have been the target of these raids. I personally have not been targeted. Like, I've had these bots follow me, but I've always been able to block them and, like, you know, get ahead of it. So it hasn't been a problem. But it's really been anyone that has, like, the ally tag, anyone that, like, has the LGBTQIA plus, like, these bots they'll have these bots follow you, and then when the time comes. But Ricks, you know what? I appreciate that. I mean, we'll see. I don't think Sexy Pie was in their agenda to show. Yeah, I mean, you know, I think. But all jokes aside, there has been, it's been intense. There's been a lot of intense scrutiny. And an unfortunate reality is that, for me, I'm glad I got to meet so many amazing content creators, like Raven, Ethan, Streams with the Mask. You know, there's so many other great people, Fraz. There's so many great content creators, right? However, when it comes to marginalized creators, we don't. An unfortunate reality is that we don't get to celebrate. We don't hear about them through their celebrations. We hear about them through their pain. through their outrage, through their injustices, through the lack of equity against them. And it's not fair. And it's not fair to these content creators. It's not fair to anyone, right? It's 2021. We shouldn't be living in such a tenuous state when it comes to how we address others. And so that's kind of been the big thing. Speaking of equity, man, I was super mad about this morning, because I didn't get a chance to really read up about SB 8. It's a bill that was passed in Texas, went into effect as of September 1st. And for those of you who don't know what SB 8 is, in Texas, a woman is only allowed to have an abortion if it is within the first 6 weeks. And this goes against all the common knowledge, because the absolute earliest a woman may know is 4 weeks in, when they miss their period. And that's assuming, because for a lot of women, they don't have normal periods. For a lot of women, it's something, sometimes women's bodies don't even, you may miss a period because of stress or for a million different reasons, right? But here's the thing. Yeah, Roe versus Wade. So what this is, right? So this abortion law is unconstitutional. This abortion law is immoral, it's unethical, it's illegal, right? It denies women, it denies humans the right to autonomy, to choice over their bodies, right? That's what it comes down to, right? That's the most disturbing thing, right? Yeah, I don't fucking care about the religious argument. I'm not here for it. Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. Because here's the fucked up thing. This is something we've talked about on this channel. This is something, and so I don't want to, I'm feeling kind of upset about it myself, because here's the fucking thing. It does not matter in the United States. It does not matter who you worship or who you do not worship. It does not matter who you praise, who you don't praise. Because at the end of the day, one of the few things our founding fathers got right was, from the get-go, a separation of church and state. So it does not matter what the moral imperative is from a religious perspective. You can be a Catholic, and this is for all my Catholics out here, because even when I was a believer, because I'm gonna say this, right? I joked about it at times, but I'm a recovering Catholic. That means I was raised Roman Catholic, and as a Roman Catholic, for those of you who don't know, what that means is you abide by the rules of the church, right? And you abide by that. Yeah, doesn't even make exceptions for rape or incest, but is not affected by Roe v. Wade because the government does not technically enforce the law. They can't arrest you for this. Forces are private citizens. You basically go to civil court to sue. What I think is fucked up. Any random citizen you don't know can sue you, the doctors, the clinics, and even the Uber driver. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, because, and that's the thing, right? The drive, and I was talking with a friend about this. Oh, let me read Kelly's comment. Morality is a whole discussion we can have, but a religious founding is not universally shared and therefore not part of the argument. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And here's the thing, right? Like, and here's the thing. If we're talking about laws that are being created, then laws cannot interfere with the unalienable rights, right? And at the time, right, it was understood it was just white property owning individuals. But thankfully, right, as we've continued with the civil rights movement, as we've continued with the continued fight for civil rights, for advocacy, right? Because the 60s just brought it to the surface level, and that, like, yeah, inequality is not cool. And legally, right, on the surface level, we should not do this. However, we know, we've talked about institutionalized racism. We've talked about systemic inequity. We've talked about how there are ways that the system is created to where inequity is both a cause and symptom of the continued punishment of the working class for being the working class. Right? And so, here's the thing. If we were talking about abortion in terms of protecting life, because this is the religious argument, protect life. Yeah, it could be terrible, it could be rape, it could be incest, but God has a plan. And you can believe that or not, right? Like, I'm not going to besmirch, nor am I going to mock anyone's opinions. But here's the thing, right? Like, we're talking about one religious perspective. And one religious perspective should not affect nor interfere again with the unalienable rights of all citizens, of all humans, not just American citizens, but just as human beings, right? And so the counter argument, the religious counter argument is, well, God create heaven as it is, create a heaven on earth, create as it is in heaven, so shall be on earth, right? But as Roman Catholics, we talk about love thy neighbor. We talk about love others, hate the sin, love the sinner, hate the sin, all that shit. Some of the most hateful fucking people I know are Roman Catholics. Some of the most hateful fucking people I know go to church every Sunday, take the Eucharist, praise God from 1:15 to 2:15, then go home and talk about how much they hate black people. And I'm getting a little off topic, but like that shit upsets me. Kelly, if they cared about life, they'll worry a lot more about the adoption and foster care systems that are overwhelmed. They'll care about poor people a lot more. They will be doing something about the state of society and the people who are already here. Absolutely. Here's the thing on what she said. Yeah, if they gave a shit about life, if we want to protect lives, we would give more of a shit about the mothers as well. If they gave a shit about life, they would fund SNAP. They would fund early childhood development. A full-fledged human is important and also deserves to have the quality of life included and protected. Yeah, absolutely. Here's the thing, right? The miracle of life, right? Like, yeah, absolutely. Here's, for me, right, as a man, right? Here's the first thing I want to point out, right? I will never be in a situation where I am carrying a child to pregnancy, like biologically, for the foreseeable future, right? And if I got someone pregnant, right, then I am part of that decision, right? But here's the thing. I'm not the one carrying the baby, right? It's going to be my partner. And it's her body. And here's the thing. I contributed my part to that shit. I contributed my part to making a child, right? Like, that's all I can fucking do, right? It's about controlling people's bodies. It's about controlling women's bodies. It's about controlling poor people's bodies. Because one point I saw, someone made a really good point, and I wish I paid attention to the quote itself. But what this law does in Texas, it does not outlaw abortion. It outlaws, for the majority of Texans, and what poses as a threat to all Americans, right, is it outlaws safe, legal abortions. Because there will always be abortions. We have seen it time and time again. How many times have we seen elected officials be accused of the very same things that they are pouncing on for, right? Like, we see this all the fucking time. Controlling people and enforcing your morals, often guided by religion, upon other people who are doing something that you don't like or agree with. That's not the whole, and oh my God, that's not the fucking point of religion. It's not the fucking point. Like, motherfuckers, read your Bibles. We are to spread the word of God. That does not mean we are forcing people to capitulate to the word of God. We are not forcing people to submit, to surrender to the word of God. We are not. It is not supposed to be a one-sided thing. It is supposed to be, when it comes to faith, it is supposed to be a matter of personal fucking choice, which is the key word of the day. When you surrender yourself to God as a Catholic, as a Christian, the point is, God has these rules. God makes these statements, and they're different things, right? They're different things. So as a Catholic, right? So we gonna get in it. As a Catholic, the dogma, the rhetoric of the Catholic Church is, in order to praise God correctly, I must do, this list of things, right? So, go to church every Sunday, go to confessional on Saturday, before Mass as needed, right? Listen to the Word of God. And most importantly, live by the Word of God. As Catholics, as a Catholic, I need to be humble. My faith is not a weapon. Our faith is not a weapon. Faith is supposed to be something that joins. But when you use faith as a weapon, as a blade can only cut apart. when you talk about faith, right, it's not about, it's supposed to be us. It's supposed to be all inclusive, right? Like in the purest sense of it, right? We're talking about, and again, this is the whole perspective of it, right? Like as a Christian, right? The whole point of it is God is love, right? Love of all, right? Love thyself, love thy neighbor, right? Love animals, love the environment, right? Your body is a temple, right? There's so much that talks about it, right? Like, look, God tells us in the Bible, hey, here's how you live, right? In the Old Testament, there was a different way to live. In the New Testament, right? In the Gospels, there's so fucking much. But here's the thing, when we use that, the fact that we use it, it's just so upsetting to me because, like, this is the reason why, honestly, like, I haven't gone to a fucking church in years because it's fucking bullshit, y'all. Especially, like, with how religion is used, with how religious media is used in the United States. Watch EWTN. Watch any Catholic news channel. See how they flip shit around. You think Fox News is fucking bad? You think the Parler Network is fucking bad? Y'all have not watched EWTN. Those motherfuckers got it. Like, and they will be outright. Like, they'll be outright and say it like, yeah, because, like, if you do not fit under this whole guy, like, again, like, and is it a lofty goal? Absolutely, right? That's why, and I'm sure and just like the case with other religions, I'm sure, right? But specifically with Catholicism, right? Confession is an integral aspect of our faith because as humans, we err, we sin because we are human. But to be divine is to ask forgiveness, to forgive, right? And I refuse to watch those things because I know it'll be way too much. Yeah, I'll be way too much. Yo. And like, and here's the thing, right? And it's not just, it's funny, right? Like the rise of Trump with the rise of extremist polarization in politics, right? They talk about the rise of the impact of evangelical priests, right? And how they politicize their congregations, right? How they politicize their congregations to align with typically a Republican candidate because really the main single issue, right, is always abortion, right? Always abortion. In fairness, religion has been used to control people's thoughts for hundreds of years. What we're seeing isn't new. It's the remnants of a much more religiously oppressive past. Yeah, absolutely. It's not shocking that they keep doing it. It's worked since forever. Yeah, and I think like that's the thing. And I think like that's a really good point, right? Like, and I want to hold space for that because like it's not, fucking Spanish Inquisition, right? Like we've had countries, King George, right? The guy that we, tried to go away from, right? Like he started his own fucking religion, right? Like religion has always been used as a tool, right? Of controlling people, right? Towards a common goal. Isn't it like not our job? Isn't it like not our job to judge? Not our job to judge. Isn't it not our job to carry out any of the potential like punishments and such, and yet humans somehow always think it's their job to do so anyway? Bucket, yeah. I mean, it was spread for partly that reason. It's spread to unify, but consistently splits people and makes them see each other in a bad light if they do not agree. Yeah, that was Henry VIII. Oh yeah, Henry. Oh, I'm sorry, I messed up. Thank you for correcting me. Yeah, because I was thinking about King George, but King Henry VIII is the guy that started his own religion because he wanted to get a divorce. Yeah, thank you, Bucket. Thank you, Bucket. See, appreciate it. I'm remembering Plymouth's Pilgrims land on Plymouth Rock, and we were friends with the Indians and shit. That's the history I learned in the fucking 3rd grade. Not, you know. As an atheist, I don't see Abrahamic religions as unification. I see it as control. And that's your opinion, right? That's a valid opinion, I think. I think you can make a very... I think the writing is there to make a very valid point. The point is to tell people what they can and cannot do. And you know what? Like, organized religion is like that, right? Like, there's a set of rules because there's a dogma and I don't know if the right word is dogma or rhetoric. I'm not quite sure. But there's a dogma in that if you are going to consider yourself, for example, Roman Catholic, then here are the things you do. You do XYZ as a Catholic. You celebrate these holidays. During these holidays, you follow these rituals. You learn these prayers, right? And the goal is to be someone that does well enough as a sinner to go to heaven, right? That's the whole fucking reward. State Bill 8, though, is a while back we talked about the Activision Blizzard stuff and how that was just an indicator, right, of the fact that marginalized groups are just that. Yeah, SB8 is a slime shit workaround to rat fuck people without having to do anything themselves. Yeah. It's pure cowardice. Yeah. And you know what? I am so living in a red state where, like, there are people who are okay with it. Like, it fucking baffles me, y'all. And I was talking with Bucket about this, but yo, like, I don't want to be fucking nice about any of it. Like, I'm not saying I was, but, like, I like to think I try to hold space on this channel where people can share perspectives, right? And if we're talking about, hey, I think we should be spending money on, we should be prioritizing infrastructure versus something else, right? Like budgeting. Yeah, sure. I think that is a conversation that people can have, right? I think, like, that's the type of conversation I would hope we feel comfortable, or like learning about why do people feel the way they believe. Or why do people think we should do what we do as a country, right? To be better as Americans, right? As people, as communities, so on and so forth. I mean, yeah, like, what do we think this will lead to? False accusation, yeah, accusations, yeah. I mean, I saw a really good counterpoint to this. Now that the Supreme Court says this is okay, let's pass laws that if your gun is used in a mass shooting, you can be sued by someone in the public. You know what? And, like, I'm always interested because for me, it always comes down to where the money is, right? There's a profit in this. The people who are in charge profit from this law being in effect. The people in charge right? We're talking about an unofficial oligarchy, right? And this is something I was talking to someone about earlier today, and they made some really good points, and I appreciated having this conversation with them. At the end of the day, right? Like, we live in two different systems, right? But I think one thing I always think about is we live in a democracy, a representative democracy, right? Because we vote for our elected officials. The most powerful vote we have is voting for the people that we feel will represent us best in office, right? And then we do have the ability to vote on state bills and so on and so forth as citizens, right? However, right, the most important thing we do is voting people into office to represent our interests as the citizenry, right? You heard about the website that was a tipster website for people violating this law that GoDaddy put down, right? Yeah. And I heard, like, yo, there are people that are trolling the shit out of the fucking thing. Now it's a plutocracy. Sure, we can vote, but people with money still get what they want. Yeah, because here's the thing. The system is built to where there's a theory that the way our government is formed, creation of the House and the creation of the Senate, right, is just one of several safeguards built within our government to ensure that populism will die out before meaningful change will happen, right? Because how a law is ratified is, first it has to go through a committee, right, in Congress. Then it has to get voted. It has to be passed in Congress, and then it has to go through all the committees that it goes through in the Senate before it even gets ratified. And if it gets accepted, and we're talking about, and so many laws die in a committee room, in either the Congress floor or the Senate. I need to troll TBH. I haven't actually done that yet, but you bet your ass I want to be a little shit about this. We pretend we're a representative democracy. Yeah, because here's the thing. We can only make informed votes when, as a citizenry, we are educated and informed. And neither is the case. That's the reality. And that's not really a secret. You know what I'm saying? That's not really a fucking secret to anyone. Right? Like, those in power benefit from us as a collective being stupid, being dumber, arguing with each other. Right? Because here's the thing. The systems which are supposed to represent us are the same systems which are working against us. Take for example, Congress. Congress is the most accessible branch of government to the public. The most accessible. Because think about it like this. Let's look at it on a local level, right? If I want to talk to, because we know there are three branches of government, right? The legislative, executive, and then judicial, right? The legislative branch is the most accessible branch of government in the United States out of the three branches of government. If you want to visit the executive branch, the representative of the executive branch, whether if in your city it's the mayor, whether it's the president, right, whether it's the governor, right, that's a special appointment, right, or they're not as accessible, right? Your local congressman, though, or your city council member, or whatever the equivalent is, that person is required, right, to have an office in the area, in the jurisdiction they serve. They have an office in the state capitol building or in the city capitol, whatever the case is, depending on their role, right? And their job is to be accessible to the people, right? Here's the thing. How many bills have been written by pharma, telecom, war industrial complex, insurance industry, on and on and on and on? Yeah, here's the thing, right? Just because they're supposed to be accessible to us doesn't mean that we as citizens, regular citizens, have the ability to take advantage of that. But guess what companies who make obscene amounts of money can do? They can hire someone to represent them on their behalf and to present their argument, right, to this elected official. And as long as there's no bribes, right? And I'm not saying that and here's the thing, right? Like, I'm not even saying there has to be fucking bribes. Because the system works to where that shit is already built in, dog. It's already fucking built in. Argument. Well, yeah, exactly. Like, there's so many legal ways to go about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the fucking thing. I don't, like, if I wanted to bribe a congressman, let's say I wanted to try and bribe AOC, right? I'm not saying this would work, but here's the thing, right? When I still lived in New York, AOC was my representative Congress, because I lived in District 14, Bronx, Queens, District 14. Theoretically, there's nothing that would stop me, a citizen, from going to AOC and saying, hey, regarding this one clause, yada, 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 I would appreciate it if, I would appreciate your assistance. And look, if, I can word the conversation however I want to, but the end goal is this. Look, the bribe, fucking Bucket beat me to it already. But the bribe is, look, if you do this for me, I've put money in your campaign contributions. Guess what? It's laissez-faire. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, right? Look, if you keep doing things to help me, then I will continue to work to keep you in office. Because here's the thing. There are two big differences between a congressperson and a senator. Right? One is the amount of Congress people versus senators. Because theoretically, all 535 of them count altogether, right? You have 435 Congress people, right? Which is divided based on the population of people. That's considered the lower house, right? Which makes no fucking sense when you think about it. Which is the true democratic ideal, right? And however, though, the upper half of the house is the Senate, in which you only have 2 senators per state. So that means you can have a state like Iowa How many people live in fucking Iowa? I don't even fucking know. Iowa population 2021. 3.21 million people live in the state of Iowa. However, as the senators of those 3.2 million people have the same exact power as, say, the 2 senators from California. California population, where 39.5 million people. Over 10 times the amount. 13 times the amount. Right? Literally. Nearly 13 to 14 times, 13-fold the population. Yet 2 senators from Iowa had the same power as 2 senators from California. Right? Like, that's the first difference, right? The second thing is the term limits. All Congress people are always up for election every 2 years. All 435 of them. So once you get in office, you are literally like, you have to look ahead as to how you're gonna run for next term, right? For senators, 1/3 of them are up for election every 6 years. So no more than 33 senators, barring a special election, right, for whichever reason, right? Someone, a senator was stripped of their title, a senator died, right? Someone died while in office for whatever reason, right? There are different scenarios, or one of them got elected, right? So here's the thing. Congress is supposed to be representative of the people. Congress is, yeah. Or if you don't support the bills I want, I'll donate to the person primarying. Yeah. In fairness, it was the only way to get all 13 colonies in the Union. Yeah, true. That is true. But here's the thing, right? The Electoral College was actually not included as part of that, to my understanding, if I remember my history correctly, right? But this is why one of those theories is about how there are theories that, like, the way our founding fathers created government, the systems of governance, right? It was built to resist populism. It was built to resist change. It was built to maintain the status quo, which is, at the time, white property owning men, white property holders, white male property holders, right, had the right to vote and had the right to say what goes where in this country of ours. I'm fucking done with it, y'all. I just don't know what else to say. Let me tell y'all one thing we are gonna do here. For my birthday, on September 24th, for our charity stream, we will be doing something that works against this SB8. I don't know what it is. I don't know how. There have been some good points about liability. There have been some good points brought up about some good suggestions, and it's something that shout out to V and Bucket. Appreciate your input. That's something we've been talking about. We'll continue to talk about. But by the end of the week, I will have something out for y'all. We will be hosting our charity stream. One thing I will tell you is my goal is to raise $8,000 to fight against SB8. And I don't know which charity is going to. I don't know all the details. It's something I'm still working on. But it is something we are going to be doing. It is something we are going to be doing as a subathon. We will not, ideally, we would not stop until we reach that amount. I'm hoping to get a lot of people in it and just go from there. And, I don't want any of y'all to feel like you have to sub to me or anything. But one thing I do hope is that I hope we come out in force for this charity stream, y'all, because I don't need the money, right? I'm blessed. I'm in a situation where I don't have to rely on the income I generate from Twitch to get by. I'm blessed. I'm very thankful and grateful for that. Right? I'm in a situation that others are not in, right? But because of that privilege, I want to use that privilege towards something else. Let's do it for something fucking good, y'all. And I hope y'all will be here with me for it. We're an hour and a half in. Hour and 22 minutes in, y'all. If you're just joining us, I'm Jay the Part-Time Gamer. Happy Mental Health Monday, y'all. Rest in peace to Elijah Mclean. Over the last week, the 3 officers and 2 paramedics involved in his death and lack of care, which led to his passing. All 5 were fired. All 5 lost their jobs and convicted. It's a matter of justice. We're finally seeing examples of systemic inequity being fought against. And while it is great to see as an advocate these changes happening, it is not enough. One thing I ask, one thing I beg of you all, please, is that do not let it stop there. Because exceptionalism, because it's not just enough to just lead by example. We live, in the words of Angela Davis, look, we live in a racist society. It is not enough to be non-racist. We have to be anti-racist. We have to be anti-classist. We have to be anti-bigot. We have to be anti-ageist. We have to be anti-ableist. We have to fight inequity in all fucking forms. And for those that have been, I salute you, I appreciate you, and I thank you. And this fight is nowhere near done. And I don't know when it will be done. And to be honest, it's a naive goal. But I have faith that we'll figure a way. I have to have faith. I have to believe that things will go well in the future. Maybe not to where I will be able to see it. But I want to have faith that it will be better. So, I was supposed to play Kind Words. And I just hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, I gotta have faith. Gotta have faith. Why did I think about that song, honestly? But y'all, I'm so glad y'all are here, and thank you for listening to me rant and talk about this shit. Because it means a lot to me, honestly. Like, this is why I got into it. You know, we wanted to build a safe space, and we wanted to talk about how we're gonna do it, and I think it's, we have to like work at, you know, gotta have faith, otherwise I'll just cry forever. Yo, facts, right? As I may have mentioned, for anyone who does join the fan house account, who subscribes to me, not only do you get a nifty little discount, we're also saying, we're also not giving money to Twitch, which is cool, but then more importantly, it gives me another way to think of a special way to reward people who do subscribe to me there. Thank you. For anyone interested in subscribing a different way, I have my coffee account, which you can use. You can see it on the screen there. Bottom left hand corner. There you go. Yeah, right here. I was like, wait a minute, I have to look at the screen. What am I pointing at? We're here, top of the hour, 7:21. Y'all, we vibing, y'all. We are vibing. But in spite of all the shit that's going on in our country, in our lives today, I'm doing good, y'all. I'm doing good. Oh my God, oh my.
Okay, damn jackets, I see you.
Ready to go?
I gotta play. That was a good OMG. That was a good OMG. I see y'all. Hey yo, respect. I wanted to play Kind Words and chat with y'all longer. But honestly, I'm kind of burnt out. Actually, I'm very tired. I I've been up pretty early, and so I hate to do it, but I don't want to fall asleep on anyone here. So one thing I am gonna do is we are gonna end stream here, y'all. And I hope that we will, and I look forward to having a longer stream tomorrow. Okay. I'm actually really excited. Tomorrow is we are actually going to tomorrow is when we get to do games. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, not every stream can go super long, especially when discussing heavy topics. Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you for your understanding. I appreciate y'all. Much love. I appreciate it. The washout followed you this minute. Yo, washout. Thank you for clocking in, baby. Thanks for being on time. Thanks for coming through. Welcome to the community. Thanks for clocking in with us, homie. Much love. Where you coming from? It's good to nice to always see someone new. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope you chill. Hope you have a good time. Oh, are you from Mina's channel? Hey, I recognize the Toby. Hey yo. Okay, wash out. I see you. If you know, you know. Okay, yo. Say less, my G. I see you. Good looks. Yo, thank you for the love, yo. Yo, shout outs to Mina. Mina Michi is one of the sweetest fucking people on stream. She started streaming just because her brothers started streaming. So she's streaming royalty as far as I'm concerned. And frankly, Mina's here. Hey! Hitting us with the luck, baby. One time. Shee! But y'all. Yo, Mina, you super dope, yo. I didn't even know you were here, yo. Thank you for lurking, my G. Thank you for lurking. Much love. I was supposed to play games with Mina this morning, but like once like I started to have the plan, like I got invited for lunch and like lunch plans got in the way and all sorts of shit, and it just got messy. But y'all, I appreciate it. Thank you for vibing. Mina is super dope. Washout super dope. Mina has a wonderful community. Sam has a wonderful community, and y'all, we gonna keep the movement going, y'all. I talk about revolution a lot. I always think of it as like a revolution of the mind, right? Like, why do we have to? Let's not accept the way life is. Let's empower ourselves. Let's empower each other to take charge, to take action, to change life for the betterment for all, right? Not just for the select few, not just for those who have continued to profit and grow continue to sleep on their wealth like the dragon dens of old. We are in a new age. We are in a new time. The most important thing is about we together. And I hope that we can proceed from there, y'all. So I'm gonna clock off now. I wanted to keep going, but I'm tired, y'all. But much love. Thank you everyone again for clocking in with me, for being on time with me, y'all. We will be back on at 6 p.m. tomorrow. 6 p.m. Central Standard Time to 9 p.m. We'll be doing some games. We're gonna be doing some more mini chats. Normally, I try not to get so political on, well, Mondays it always happens. Fuck it. Yeah. Today was heavy. Take care, y'all. Yeah, most F. And, Yo, please stay tuned, y'all. As a final note, oh yeah, we're gonna go. We have to rate. We have to rate someone. Who should we rate, y'all? We're gonna rate Josh, cause Josh is super. Yo, Josh is such a sweet guy. If y'all don't know Ben Josh, Josh is a dope person. Josh is Josh is part of the stream team with Ren, The Spell. He's part of that group. Super dope human being, individual. Early raid, yeah. We're just gonna raid because I'm exhausted and I don't want to fall asleep on anyone. But thank you all so much for the love. Thank you, Rix, again for the 10 gifted subs. Much love. Most importantly, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Be kind, be well, be good to others, and most importantly, to yourself. Much love. Let's raid.